Sorry I missed yesterday. Sorry, I'm just going to check something on my phone quickly. That's all right. I was just making sure that I hadn't left it on silent. So sorry about yesterday. I didn't get a chance to jump on. So today I'm talking about success and how do we get it. And there's no magic formula, but at the same time there's some clear steps that you can take that are going to get you there faster. So when I define sex, isn't that terrible? What a slip. When I define success, what I mean is anyone who's getting to their highest level in their career, in the arts, in communication, in any level of human excellence or any human endeavour that creates excellence in their field. So it's not specific to one particular area, so there's a whole lot of areas where we can have success in life. One of the easiest ways, and you know, your children, if you have children, you've probably noticed that they do this and you know they're spot on, and that's looking to a role model. Guess we need to look at how we do it, but also why we do it. Historically, you know, we used to have a lot of apprentices, so apprentices would seek out a master to be their guide, whether that be through a trade. It could have been like a spiritual seeker would seek out a guru. And you know, that's precisely what this is. It's about modeling somebody who's already there, somebody who's already achieving the success that you want in your chosen field. The thing to ask yourself as well is, you know, why? It's a very important question to do first and foremost in any goal that you want to achieve. The why as to why you do something is a huge driver, particularly when motivation starts to wane. It's normal to be quite motivated at the start, and then life sets in and challenges come forward, so you need to have that why to draw back on to be your driving force. So essentially, if you don't need something, you're going to have very limited use for it. So you could learn new methods, new new methods, new techniques, but you're not going to use them if you know there's no need for them. If there's no why driving it, you're just going to forget it, and at worst you'll have learned something that you'll just never use. So I guess the first step is to find out exactly why you want the skills, the competencies and the qualities of this person that you are looking up to. Another question that can help clarify that is, what's your desired outcome and what do you want to achieve? So then once you've answered those, it's obviously important to think about whom you're going to choose for your role model, because you want somebody who's already there, who's, you know, walking the talk, they're doing the do. So choosing the right model ideally is somebody who, you know, you admire, you respect, somebody who's there and actually doing it. Some examples of that, like people throughout history have been doing it. So Alexander the Great, he used Achilles as his role model, a legendary hero. Stravinsky borrowed from Mozart, and even Ray Charles from Nat King Cole. So Ray Charles was quoted once as saying that I ate, I breathed, I slept, and I did everything Nat Cole. So immersing yourself in and we're lucky in this day and age because we have social media, we have so much information at our fingertips, so we can really, even without meeting a person, we can learn so much from them. We can learn so much about their state, like their emotions, their resources, how they get to where they are, because often it's all down on Google as to the steps they took. There's a multitude of interviews on YouTube, so you can really drill down to see what steps they took, what states or emotions they were in at different times, and how they managed to move through those to go on to achieve what they needed to. Now, obviously, there's a part that might think, hang on, I don't want to be Nat King Cole, I don't want to be Mozart. So, you know, just because you're modelling somebody doesn't mean you're going to become that person exactly, because you can't. You can't undo all those years of neurological conditioning that make you you. It's just impossible. We're all wired a little bit differently. We all come to life, you know, with different DNA, with a different perspective on things. So while you may mimic certain things that someone that you admire and respect, doesn't mean that you're going to become that person. So we know Ray Charles. We know he was a great artist, but he certainly wasn't Ray Charles, even though he said that he ate, he slept, he did everything Nat Cole. What he was doing was modelling Nat Cole's behaviour, Nat Cole's steps in order to be a successful artist. But he was still Ray Charles. He was still very unique. So it's just not possible for you to become the person that you're emulating. I think unlocking your true potential faster is what we all want, and by modelling somebody who's already there, who's actually achieving the success that you want, is the great first step. So part of this, of course, is the process. So I won't go into the process today because it's quite involved, but even if this is something you're looking at, think about your why. So those questions that I asked before around what's your desired outcome and what do you want to achieve. So that will help you, I guess, zone in on a role model that is already doing those things that you want to achieve. It has to be somebody that you admire and respect, preferably somebody that you can have contact with. But with today's social media, there's so much information by YouTube, various social media accounts, that you can get a lot of this information without actually meeting the person. So think about those two questions, and we'll run through the process on Monday. Have a great weekend, and I will see you then. Bye.